Hi everyone, welcome back. So after posting a few pictures on Instagram and on the community posts on YouTube, I've been getting so many requests and my emails have been flooded with messages from you all trying to figure out how to make these keto rotis that I posted. So in today's video, I'm going to show you all how to do that. So for those of you who have gluten allergies, for those of you on the keto diet, or you're just going low carb, then this recipe is perfect for you. If you love roti like I do, but you're trying to keep it low on the carbs, this recipe is also perfect for you. And I promise you, you're not gonna miss sada roti again. So this is just one of the keto recipes I'm gonna do. I did one previously. I will link it in the info above, so you can go check that out. A lot of people are going keto now because it's a healthier way to live. So I'm gonna transition my channel into doing a lot of keto recipes. So make sure you email me and tell me if you have any requests. So if you want to see how I make these delicious, easy and foolproof keto rotis, then keep watching. So to make the rotis, you'll need some coconut flour, almond flour, some baking powder, salt, and some xanthan gum. So what I want to mention about the xanthan gum is that this is going to be our gluten replacer. But if you couldn't find this or you didn't want to use this, you could use some regular white flour and just incorporate it into your dough until it starts to pull together and you get that nice dough forming. With the baking powder, you want to make sure it's gluten-free. Sometimes there's wheat starch in the baking powder and that contains gluten. So just be careful and read your ingredients, especially if you have a gluten allergy. And you'll need some water to bring the dough together. So all you're doing now is add in the 2 flours. Add the salt and the baking powder and the xanthan gum. So there's lots of replacements for the flours that I used. You can use tapioca flour, you can use flaxseed meal. There's many different types. I'll leave some in the description box below, and if you want me to do a next video on using different types of flours, you can leave those comments in the description for me or you can email me. So all you're doing is you're just mixing everything just to evenly incorporate it. And you can definitely do this in a stand mixer if you want. So once that's mixed, now you go ahead and you add your water. And you're just trying to pick up pieces of the dough. You don't want to add too much water at once. See how it's starting to clump already? So how I like to knead it is I like to grab it and just squeeze it to pick up any excess flour. So now all you do is you go in and knead it. So once it's pulled together into a bowl, I just like to leave it to soak for a couple of minutes and then I'll come back and I'll work with it again. So my dough has been sitting for about 15 minutes and I'm just going to separate it into 2 dough balls. And I'm just going to try to neaten it up into a nice round ball. It's not going to be very neat, but I'm just trying my best. And you'll need 2 pieces of wax paper. So you'll need one for the bottom and then one for the top. So this is just going to help us to roll it out easier so that it doesn't stick up and make a mess. So this is not going to be as neat as sada roti would be, so you want to try to kind of neaten up the edges as you go along because it's going to crack up easily. So all you do is place that second piece of wax paper on the top and you're just going to belay it or roll out the dough until it's nice and flat and thin, depending on the thinness or the thickness that you want. I like it a little bit on the thinner side, so I'm rolling it out thin. Because one thing I wanted to mention to you all, you're not going to get that pocket effect that you would get with a sada roti. So you're not going to be able to open this to fill the roti with anything. So you're better off just making it thin, because it's just going to be like a piece of roti that you could scoop up the takari with. You're not going to be able to stuff anything inside of the roti. So once you've rolled it out to your desired thickness or thinness, now you just want to neaten it up a little. So I'm just using this bowl as a guide to help me to get a nice circle. Even though it's not going to be perfect, at least it'll help out a little bit. And while you do this, you want to have your tawa heating up or your pan heating up on medium heat. So in total, let it cook for about 4 to 5 minutes until you're happy with the color of the outside. So if you want a nice crispy outside, then you can leave it longer. Because it's very thin, you're gonna get that nice crispy texture. So with this roti, you can sake it or put it over the open flame like you would do with sada roti, because it's very brittle and you don't want it to fall apart. So no saking is involved, but sometimes you will get a little bit of swelling, but there's no need to place it on the open flame. So once the first roti is finished, now you can move on to the next one. And all I'm gonna do is brush a little bit of ghee onto my roti. This is gonna help it to crisp up even more, and it's gonna give you a really nice taste as well. And you can even use a little bit of oil, like avocado oil or any types of oil you use, or you can even use a little bit of butter. So you'll see that lovely sheen that the ghee is gonna give to the roti. And as you can see, this one is puffing up a little bit because it's a little bit thicker than the previous one. So these are the finished keto rotis. I hope you all enjoy it. Like I said, it's not gonna come out totally like a sada roti. It does have a few imperfections. It's not gonna come out really nice with clean edges. So I'm gonna break into one. I wanna show you what it's like on the inside. It's not hollow like a regular sada roti. This is more like a tortilla, I would say. So instead of opening it and filling it with your takari, you would just break piece and scoop up your chutney or your takari or whatever you want to eat with it. And it's really delicious. You can have these by itself. Because of that almond and coconut flavor, it has such a nice taste. So I think you all will love it. And one thing I wanted to mention is you can also use Psyllium husk in place of the xanthan gum, or you can do it half and half. You can use different types of flours, which I will do in future videos. So if you have any requests, you can always leave them down below or send an email to me. So I hope you all enjoyed the recipe. Leave me all your comments below and your feedback. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye!